What is happening, buddy? This is Cody, aka DFS Project, coming to you live, breaking down this upcoming NBA 50K to first contest for tomorrow, 11:20. Tomorrow is Sunday. Obviously, I've been shifting my focus to NBA, but before being hit the like button for me, definitely subscribe to my YouTube channel. Helps me out a ton, as y'all know. You can already see we got a lot of value to go over, so let's just talk about it. Let's just hop right in. Let's go to Charlotte and Washington. On the Charlotte side, no LaMelo, so it's Terry Rozier once again, who I'm going to go right back to the ball to now. We've seen this before. It's going to be scary Terry season, especially with the price tag only at 8-1. Um, we also have Dennis Smith Jr., who's questionable. We need to watch status of him because if he's not injured, he'll be an option at 6'3", or we could see more of possibly Theo Maledon at 3'6", or even Boat Knight possibly at 3,000. Kelly Oubre 6'9". With Gordon Hayward back, it's kind of shifting my focus away from him. Do I want to go to Gordon Hayward though? Not necessarily, especially with the amount of value we're going to have. Um, it's kind of what I'm thinking. Let's go to Washington. Monty Morris is questionable. Goodwin and Denny Avidia. But Bradley Bill's back at 8'5". Um, do I want to get to him at 8'5"? I'm much rather just go to Porzingis just because we know how centers do typically well against Charlotte. Porzingis had a good game last game at 56 fantasy points. I don't mind him whatsoever. It's kind of the main guy I'm looking at, especially when we can find value elsewhere. Detroit and Sacramento on the Detroit side, no Cade Cunningham. Sadiq Bey left the game. So Jaden Ivey, 6'5", in this high paced up game. I'll get to him at 6'5". I don't mind it. Bog 5'9" is very score independent. I'm not really on him. Killian Hayes 4'8" is okay. I don't mind going to him. He's gonna see minutes. That's the best thing for him is his guaranteed minutes. Benny production wise, it's gonna hit or miss. He can get you 20, he can get you 30, he can get you 40. It's gonna vary. Um, Burks is okay at 4'6". I'm not really sure why he's a point guard and shooting guard. That's kind of interesting to me on why they have him as a guard when he's been typically a forward, but it is what it is. Marvin Bagley though at 4'4", he just been disappointing on the boards and not really getting you any assist or blocks. So I'm kind of just thinking meh. On the Kings though, um, Sabonis 9'7". Don't mind the matchup for him. Don't mind the matchup for De'Aaron Fox as the run back option with Jaden Ivey. I'm not really getting to Horder. Harrison Barnes, I'm not really getting to. I'm not trusting Terrence Davis. You cannot get me to trust him. Like I told y'all, that 59 game was just an outlier, shot in the dark, magical night for him. On the Miami side, no Jimmy, no Hero, no Oladipo. Are they going to be running seven guys again? Because if they are, we're going right back to the freaking well. If there's no Bam, give me all of Kyle Lowry at 7'5". Give me all of Max Struss at 6'1". Give me all Highsmith at 4'7". Give me all of Jokic at 4'3". Give me all of Jamal Cain at 3'6". If all these guys are out again, I'm gonna go right back to the well with the Heat. Give me Orlando Robinson, 26 fantasy points. I love all this team. They're gonna be free squares for you. On the Cleveland side, Kevin Love is out, so it's going to be a little bit more minutes for Evan Mobley, possibly Lamar Stevens at 3'6" is okay value. But Darius Garland, Donovan Mitchell, I don't mind going to Mitchell over Garland. I trust Mitchell a lot more than I do Garland. Um, like I said, Evan Mobley's okay at 6'8". Would know Kevin Love possibly. Jaren Allen 6'4", meh. Um, it's kind of what I'm feeling about that game. Memphis and Brooklyn. On the Memphis side, it's Tyus Jones season. Give me all of Tyus Jones at 5'2". There's no John Morant. Lock and low Tyus Jones. He's a free square. Um, no Desmond Bain still. Give me Dylan Brooks. Jaren Jackson's going to be out with a right foot injury management. Give me Conchar at 5'6". Give me Steven Adams at 5'1". The Heat and the Grizzlies are going to be your value teams. It is what it is. It's a seven gamer. On the Brooklyn side, is Kyrie going to be back? um, if Kyrie is back, I'm going to be off of KD at 11-7. that he's going to take usage away from. Um, KD's going to get his usage taken away from Kyrie. Royce O'Neal 5'8" always in play as value. We know what we're getting out of him. Not getting to Ben Simmons, especially if there's Kyrie back. I'm not going to be on Seth Curry or Joe Harris either. Um, Golden State and Houston on the Golden State side, this team's fully healthy. Starters are going to see good minutes. This is going to be a high paced game. Andrew Wiggins is okay at 6'6". Klay Thompson's okay at 6,000. Draymond Green, again, shrug. Steph Curry, 10-7. How much do they go to other high priced options on the Houston side? 44, 45, 49, 45. So if there's no KBJ, are we going to get a Jalen Green game? Like, are we? Because KBJ is doubtful. So is Jalen Green actually going to step it up? So I'm hoping so. I'm definitely hoping so because I love me some Jalen Green. If there's no sing-in, this is when things get kind of spicy. It's going to be Garuba season at 3-7. We're going to get more minutes for Garuba, who's going to be in play as a value. Um, More Jamari Smith will look good at 5-2. KJ Martin starting is okay at 4-4. I like a lot of this Houston team, especially in this matchup. Denver and LA. On the Denver side, what is going on with Jokic? Nuggets head coach Mike Malone didn't mention Jokic as a player who could be available for Sunday's rematch with the. So is he playing or is he out? So if he's out, we're gonna get to more MPJ at 6,000. Jamal Murray's kind of a big news also. I'd say he is he even playing? Is Aaron Gordon playing? Okay, so if all three of these guys are out, it's gonna be Bruce Brown, Bones Highland, and MPJ for me. That's gonna be another value team that we're gonna have to look for. On the Dallas side, it's Luka or bust. Plain and simple. If you're gonna get the Luka, play him. If you don't, you don't. I like him as my favorite spin up of the slate. Spurs and the Lakers on the Spurs side. Devin Vassell's somebody to watch for. Jacob Hurtle we're watching for on tonight's game also. If they're out, SoCon at 4-6 is okay. Trey Jones looks good at 6-4. I'm gonna get to a lot of Keldon at 7-6. On the Lakers, let's wrap this slate up. On the Lakers, big news is LeBron James. If he's gonna be out or even doubtful, Westbrook looks good at 8,000. Dennis Schroeder's interesting at 4-2. He played 60 minutes. He looked awful. 1 for 5. Looked awful. So, but again, I don't mind that at 4-2. We know the potential that Dennis Schroeder has. Lonnie Walker's okay at 5-2 also. Austin Reeves is okay at 4-3. So looking at the slate, it's going to be kind of interesting. It's going to be kind of a bombshell of news because we're going to really pay close attention to what's going to happen on the Houston side, what's going to happen on the Denver side. Miami's a big question mark. Um, Memphis is a big question mark. Well, not really a question mark, but we're going to get value from Memphis. So I like the slate. So that wraps the slate for us, though. Thank you for tuning in. It was a great slate for us tonight. Have a good one, everybody.